Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you have a beautiful day. The roses are starting to bloom. I'm so excited to show you. And of course, some of them they still struggle, and I will show you throughout the season as well. In this video, I want to walk around the garden with you and I want to show you what are David Austin roses they in bloom at the moment. Yeah, a lot of other roses they are not David Austin roses. They in bloom too, but I will film it in different videos like corded roses or other of my climbing roses. So let's walk around the garden with me and see all the beauties. Okay, the first rose, this is Munstead Wood. So normally you could see this variety produce deep red color. This is the first flush I have. The blooms don't seem to have a deep red color. Maybe this one, when it open a little bit more, I'm not sure. So this one only just start to open today. I got these blooms opened today the third day, and this one opened today the third day as well. We have a little bit of rain last night, so I think maybe some of the petals got a little bit damaged by the rain. You can see the leaves still kind of wet because of the rain. Yeah, one of the very first bloomer of David Austin roses in my garden. Very healthy rose in the first flush. Normally this one does have black spot maybe at the end of the season though. Very strong scent. I love the scent. I've been sniffing around the garden, and especially this variety. Let me smell again. Yeah, still very lovely after 3 days and after the rain. Okay, oh, by the way, this one I bought at bare rooted last year, and last year it already produced very deep red blooms or color of the blooms for me. I'm very impressed with the size of the bloom though. Very big. Yeah, and this one is quite big as well. Some of my roses, they struggle. They produce quite small blooms even in the first flush for me. Maybe they need more water. Yeah, anyway, the first bloom of this variety, and this is a new rose for me. I bought this one from Warner Rose. This one is called Boleyn. Let's look at it. Oh, very pretty color. This is Boleyn. Let me smell. Let me take the hat off as well, because if I not careful, I will break the stem of the buds of bloom. Oh, it have a light scent, guy. Very pretty bloom, but it have a light bloom. Oh, light scent, sorry. It have a light scent. And I find that this variety, the stem a little bit spindly. You can see it's a grow on over places. Yeah, I got 2 of these. This is the replacement after I sent email to them that the root of this variety of the other one it was kind of damaged or rotten, so they're sending out the replacement for me, and this one also for the replacement for the other variety as well. Both of these they're doing very well for me. And yeah, this is Boleyn first bloom. I love the light pink and peachy color. Very healthy rose so far, by the way. Lots of buds. You can see lots of the buds. This also bear root. This guy altogether bear roots just a few months ago. So let's move on. Let me come over here and show you the one that it got the root were kind of rotten. Okay, so this one is near ready too. You can see the buds. I think should take another day or so. I think you can see the roots have that problem, but seem growing very well too. You can see that. I got the first blooms of this one. What is this one? This one, British Alexandra of Kent, but the bloom doesn't open properly. Yeah, it might have something there. I just have to cut the bloom off, but I just want to leave it here and to show you. So this one, it blooms quite quick as well, or early. Lots of buds as well. This one bear root last year. So last year I had few blooms, but I could see that this year doing much better after a year growing. Next one is Desdemona. Let me show you. first bloom open, looks so delicate. This one is, I think this year is the third year, but you know, I did lot several kinds. Last year, maybe also the other year as well, because of the dieback. So at the moment, I just have only 2 cans from the bush. I prefer at least 2 or 3, 4 cans, you know, because the plant look a little bit weird. You can see I have 2 cans at the back and nothing in the front. But anyway, I will see how it go, or maybe I get another bush. So let me smell this one. I can't smell much of the scent. Actually, normally this variety have quite good scent too. Let me smell again. Yeah, maybe I just say medium scent at the moment. But I think normally I could smell it like stronger than this. Very pretty bloom though. I have quite a few buds in the cluster. A few more over here. And a few more just dot around here. So very healthy rose. But I do wish it produce 1 or 2 water shoot at the base here or cans at the base here. So this one not the first blooms of this variety. I have few that they opened few days ago. This one you can see that. This one named Judi Dench. Lovely bloom that I have. This one actually few other bloom they didn't look that great. Maybe with the rains and the cool temperature we have lately. Now last week it was 32 degrees Celsius. So maybe those blooms didn't do that well or didn't look that great. But this one looking very good even today is the third day. The temperature today quite cool, well 22 degrees Celsius, which is like 10 degrees cooler than 1 or 2 days of last week we have. So them Judi then blooms very early for me. Is this one even bloom earlier than Munstead Wood because I did have few blooms that already fade. Okay, let's come over here. I have Boscobel. Okay, so this one bare root last year. Look, you can see after a year it grows very well now. Oh, the scent is so beautiful. Love the scent. I do love the salmon pink of this variety. Lots of buds as well. I have to do separate video about this variety. Wow, so beautiful, so healthy as well. Yeah. How many cans do I have back there? I don't know. How many cans? This one, it just produced, but it got quick cut. I might have to do something about it because I don't want to cut the can off in the future. But it kept crushing to the other cans at the back here. But anyway, this is the first bloom, looking so beautiful. And then the size of bloom is big too. Well, 8 centimeter width. Wow, it's a big guy. It's a big. The rose over here, this is Olivia Austin. This one, the blooms are quite small for me. And I got another Olivia Austin. I will come over there and show you too. The blooms are quite small as well. I think maybe this one, the coming bud that is going to open, I think I will have a bigger blooms. I think with the warm temperature and also maybe lack of water as well because yeah, we really need the rain. I water the garden, you know, but it need nothing better than the rain water. So this is Olivia Austin. This one, Lady of Shalott, and I have this one for a few years. I think this year, the first year, it gave me very big pretty bloom like this. So this one I didn't buy it. I got it at wood cutting from a lady 3 years ago. So this year I did the bold move. I dug it up and put it in a container, and it gave me very lovely bloom. Let me have a smell of it. The scent is very lovely. Quite strong scent, but not overly strong, but the scent is lovely. Yeah, I could say like medium scent for the scent, like 7 out of 10 for the scent. Have few big buds over here, they're quite chubby. That make me feel better because after I dug it up and I put in a container here, I thought that maybe it's not gonna happy about this. Right, but I'm very happy now. I have a lovely bloom from it. I might Now I really love the color and love the size of the bloom as well. I might get actual bush like grafted one for online nursery next year. Because I have this for a few years and it always look kind of like skeleton at the base and never seem produce that many canes for me. This one it will go from the cutting. So I thought that if I just get the proper one, like from the grafted rows, and it might produce small shoots for me. So at the moment I have only one single cane over there. And the next one, this is first blooms of the meal on the floors. So pretty, looking so dainty and delicate over here. Let me have smell again. Oh, the scent is so beautiful. If you watch my video about this rose last year, I scored this one 9 out of 10 for the scent and quite good in the heat as well. This one can tolerate with 32 or 33 degrees Celsius too in my area, by the way. I live in Canberra, Australia, and of course garden in Canberra, Australia. So we do have quite a warm temperature during the summer. This variety though, the blooms quite small, just around 5 or 6 centimeter width. But you can see this year, the plant looking really big. You can see that a lot of buds they're producing here, but they're not quite opened yet. So I will film a separate video for you. Okay, let me show you my other Olivia Austin over here. So this bloom, you can see quite small and quite open, properly distorted. Yeah, I'm hoping for the other buds over here though, the blooms will improve. I think some of the bloom of that bush is looking better, I think. And I come back to show you this rose. Okay, so let's look at this one. Yes, this blooms much better, but this one opened few days ago already. They kind of fading already. Yeah, this side they look much better. But yeah, I hope that we're going to have a little bit more rain today as well. Yeah, the weather or the temperature will quite high, and the weather will dry as well. Even I water the garden, but I do need or the garden needs rain. This is the Endeavour. I got four bushes of this. This is one of the tree that I bought few years ago. I think 4 years ago. Yeah, this is very big bloom that I have. This is the first bloom it has. You see it will kind of distorted over here. I live here, so I remember I can bring the scissors out to pull it, that had it properly. But this is very pretty bloom. Wow, I do love the salmon pink color of this variety as well, and have quite strong scent. Yeah, I could say 7.5, 8 or 8 out of 10 for the scent. The bloom is big though. Wow, can you see that? Nearly as big as my palm. This one was 8 centimeter width already. He's a big guy. I got 2 other bushes. Let's come over there. If is there any buds open yet? No, they're not quite open yet. Let me come over here. So I have been cleaning up and busy. I planted some vegetable seasoning in this area, but I still need to plant tomatoes seasoning in this area as well. So these two, they are the Endeavour as well, but they not in bloom yet. So I come back to show you later on then. And the next one I want to show you, this one is called Eglantyne. Today is the second day it's open. So this one got bare root from Garden Express last year. So I think this year it's doing much better. It's a white wood single cane and wood tiny. This is the original cane when it's arrived. And I was thinking to cut it one down, but I don't want to cut so many flying buds here because it cut in the center. They could do better with a little bit more airflow, but this one got damaged from the cold or from the late frost. So I still keep baby it, and I don't want to cut the cane in the central down, even it block a little bit of sunlight and airflow between the other canes. All right, so I decided this cane to stay here for now. But I have a lovely bloom for me. The blooms are around 8 centimeters width. Let me have a smell from this rose bloom. Have quite good scent. I could say 8 out of 10 for the scent, because I feel that the scent, it's strong, but not super strong. Like a lot of strong scented roses, I score like 9 out of 10. But this one, I think it's 8 out of 10. For me, I find that this one, it can average health, maybe 3 out of 5 for the health. Not all of David Austin roses, they are super healthy in my garden, but 3 out of 5 I take it because I do love the blooms and the form. And this one have a lovely scent, so which is a bonus. I decided to buy another one from Bunning Barewood this year. So a single cane, when it arrived, I planted it in the container. It's still a little bit struggling to grow. I got a few little buds here, but we'll see how it goes, because a few years last year I got that one was tiny as well. This is Benjamin Britten. This one just opened today. Wow, looking beautiful. Let me smell. Always love the scent of this variety, even though they don't last long, especially in our weather, our temperature. They just prefer in the cool temperature. They don't like the heat at all, guys. But you can see this. I think this is the 5th year, and there are so many buds, and I think I will have so many blooms as well. This variety bloom or repeat blooming very well. Oh, love this. This is Benjamin Britten. The blooms this year I can see this first flush. The blooms are big. Yeah, I don't think I seen the blooms as big like this year. So I'm not sure why the other Olivia or Austin roses they bloom quite small like that. But this guy just have a very big blooms. Maybe those plants did not have enough water, but also one of the plant was in the ground got the root competition by with my feijoa trees too. All right, you can see, I can see the bud over here. This one quite big already, and over here as well. Love the cherry red color. Over here I got the lady gardener. Not sure should I add it in the list or not, because technically the blooms not quite open yet. So yeah, maybe I will give it a miss, and we come back to talk about this variety later on. Okay, I'm in the backyard now, so I want to show you my other David Austin rose that just opened. I managed to film a rose tour in my backyard yesterday before the rain. So you might see that video tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. But this is the first bloom that opened from this variety. This is Othello. This is very old variety of David Austin rose. Have very strong scent. I could say intense fragrance. And first bloom, not too bad. I find that the first bloom sometimes they just don't, or they can't open properly, also because of temperature and weather as well. Like at night we still have quite cold temperature, and during the day it can get quite hot and warm as well. So yeah, love the color. I love the form as well. For me, this variety not always healthy. It does have quite a bit of black spot in the humid and rain, especially in late season. But I do love the scent of this variety. Have very strong scent. I got rolled down over here. They're not in bloom. So let's go to on the other side. I might still have 1 or 2 more to show you. And then I'm gonna wrap up the video, because yeah, not all of them in bloom. You can see a lot of buds, but they're not quite open yet. Ah, over here I got, what is it? Daisy Boscobel. Okay, let me show you. Lovely blooms. This one, I think it have light or medium scent. Let me have a smell. I could say, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 out of 10 for the scent. Let me smell again. I could say light scent at the moment. Sometimes, you know, the scent is not that, that strong, depend on the weather, also depend on the the time when you smell it as well, or smell them as well. At the moment, I should say 6 out of 10 for the scent. I think over here I got another variety, because I remember when I filmed the garden tour yesterday in my backyard, I saw this one in bloom. Let's come over here and see. Okay, so, oh, this one, it has a big improvement. This one, the Fishman. Oh, I put the name on the screen for you. Oh, don't nice the sting bug. You will see the sting bug. Yeah, sucking the sap out of my rose bloom. But can you see this? The green in the center of the bloom here. Can you see that? Oh, it have yeah, boviliation something. I put that word on the screen. But this variety, I noticed that it often does that. Sometimes during the season as well. But the first flush often do like this. This is old David Austin rose, by the way. So this is Shalott, or Shalott. You say Shalott or Shalott? I put the name on the screen. This is first bloom. Let me show you. Very pretty lemon yellow color. This one has quite good scent. Let me smell. Yes, this one has quite good scent. Medium scent, maybe medium, nearly medium, and nearly strong. So maybe, well, 7 or 8 out of 10 for the scent. I don't know, sometimes very hard to say. So at the moment, I could say 7 out of 10 for the scent. Yeah, the scent is lovely, by the way. Lovely lemon color. I wish this one put you a few more shoot at the base there for me though. I got it for a few years, and it stayed in the container also for a few years too. I only put this one in the garden bed together with the other roses over here only last autumn, I think. Yeah, I think if you grow roses, like, you do need to look after the plants right at the beginning, since the moment you got them. Yeah, because when the plants are young, they tend to produce more water shoot for you, and they have a much vigor. Because when the plant is age, and the grafting area is kind of weak, or get weaker by the time, and then you can stop produce the water shoot for you, or produce the canes for you. Right, do you know what this is? This is the elderberry seasoning. So from my front yard, they made the way to my backyard. I think the birds ate the berries and dropped the seeds all over places in my garden. I'm doubt about my neighborhood as well. They have elderberry seasoning as well. And the last one, this one is Chardonnay mosquitoes. This is old David Austin rose as well. This one I did mention to you several times because of the damage at the base here. And what I thought is because of the cold air from air conditioning unit to blow out to it. During the winter, I got another rose. I did move the other one to different spot already, but this one I don't mind about that much, or I don't care about this one that much. I didn't buy it, by the way. This one I tried to rescue it from someone gave it to me. So anyway, going back to this, so you can see the base of the plant still kind of dry down over here. You see on the cane there. So yeah, it's still doing quite good, quite well. And I have lovely blooms over here. The bloom is kind of nothing down though. I think the bloom quite big. to compare to very flimsy stem over here. Very pretty bloom though. This one, I think it have light scent. It doesn't have a strong scent. Quite healthy. For at the beginning of the season, I will definitely move the container to different spots during the winter though, because this one very lovely rose. I don't want this one die. I might get another one in the future. So this is Vernie Mosquitoes, David Austin Rose. So that is, guys, those are the 14 variety of David Austin roses bloom in my garden. Yeah, I hope your roses doing well, and I hope you come back to enjoy so many other roses and so many other things in my garden as well. Thank you for watching, and see you next video. Bye bye.